Bonjour à tous, bonjour à toutes, on est parti pour un stream sur Call of Cthulhu, le jeu que les japonais s'arrachent. C'est bien comme ça. Juste, je fais un rapide passage dans le graphisme. Tant que la synchro verticale est activée, ça me va. PF. Donc c'est un jeu d'horreur, donc je vais me chier dessus, 100%. Ça va être terrible, encore une fois. Pour l'instant, je vais peut-être un peu baisser le son. Pas non plus des masses. On est parti. Let's go. What the fuck? Ew. Elle. Dégueulasse. C'est dégueulasse. Qu'est-ce que c'est que ce délire? Ça, c'est une intro de jeu, hein, putain. Wow. Donc ce jeu, ça fait un moment que je suis censé y jouer. Je voulais y jouer pour Halloween, mais c'est, j'ai pas eu le temps à ce moment-là. Enfin, je me rappelle plus si c'était passé, mais il y avait des emmerdes et j'avais pas pu le faire. Donc voilà. On profite. Je sais pas combien de temps ça va durer par contre. Du coup, je m'étais pas renseigné sur le jeu. Plus que ça, j'avais bien aimé la bande-annonce. Donc je voulais... Et le jeu était pas trop cher non plus, donc il durera certainement pas les heures, mais bon. Si l'histoire est bonne, ça fait un jeu intéressant à jouer. En stream en tout cas, j'espère. Je trouve ça appuie la mienne. D'accord. C'est intéressant. On peut pas ouvrir ici du coup. Certainement devoir se battre contre des trucs qui ont peur de la lumière. Il y a un orc. Et plein d'autres bestioles. Ouais. Pourquoi courir? Ah, mes yeux.
Everything has already been written.
Fuck.
But perhaps you will attempt to change your destiny.
fuck. Ouais. Bon. Nope.
Been a while since I jotted down something other than my nightmares.
Le mec, il est vraiment... C'est effrayant à quel point il est au courant de son problème.
Natural
quoi.
sciences, linguistics, archaeology.
Non, la musique, elle est bien. Je veux me faire strike à tous les coups, mais... Ballot.
A good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy.
Oui, attendez. 2 secondes. Pourquoi?
I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pierce, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
Non.
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
What? What? Un objet non découvert n'apparaîtra pas en jeu. Ah bah, c'est super ça. 2 points, 4 points, j'ai 8 points en tout. D'accord. Cultisme. Ouais. Alors là, je suis... Faire ça, ça... Paf. 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 Paf, paf, paf. Ouais, truc comme ça, quoi. Je sais pas. Psychologie, objet caché, médecine légale. Si de base t'es censé être un enquêteur, plutôt partir comme ça. Pour moi en tout cas. On verra bien. On verra bien où ça nous mène.
Thank you for this information, Mr. Pierce. Our files will soon be up to date. And
Ils sont extrêmement chelous vos fichiers, je tenais à vous le dire.
may I raise a sensitive question?
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, are you still...
Je crois que je le suis
I'm coming.
plus.
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, It means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my
T'as l'air
little
bien
girl,
taré déjà pour parler aussi mal à
She
quelqu'un
is
plus
even
en
you
meilleure
must
forme
know
physique
of
que
her.
toi.
She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all
Ah.
died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look carefully at this painting. Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
What am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
Il avait caché dans son cul le dossier ou...
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins. Rather thin.
Ouais.
Its strange beauty isn't enough to hide the feeling of dread it carries.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mention Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
Darkwater. Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
Excusez-moi, je fais des réglages en même temps. J'essaie de fixer un petit peu le gain de mon micro. Parce que j'ai l'impression qu'il est un peu trop fort par moment. Donc je vais mettre à 5. À 5, je verrai. Enfin, je suis désolé hein, si vous m'entendez moins du coup. On verra bien.
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
I never knew
C'est à
what
peine
she meant
inquiétant.
by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
Attendez 2 secondes. On merde par téléphone. C'est toujours aussi sympathique de voir que Bouygues Télécom, 10 ans après que je me sois désabonné de chez eux, continue de me péter les couilles.
I think I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You'll be handsomely compensated.
All right. I'll
Ils sont
take the
pas trop
case.
fait chier sur l'animation
I'll go to
faciale.
Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce.
Mais l'ambiance, j'aime bien.
I didn't expect
Pour
any
l'instant,
less
j'aime bien.
coming from a man in your situation.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice.
L'aile.
Darkwater. I think I've got a married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it.
Je peux pas l'ouvrir. Super. Intéressant. Ah. Pierce. Santé mentale. Ah. Tu m'étonnes. Sherlock Holmes. Ça c'est les tarés. Putain. 8 ans d'écart. C'est dur quand même. Décédé. Est-ce que... Ça c'est chelou quand même, il y a un truc avec cette famille, hein. C'est bien... C'est louche. C'est louche.
I used to be an avid reader. Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases.
Du coup, j'avais un livre. Il a dit qu'il avait un livre. Okay.
Darkwater is off the coast of Boston. But I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century. But it seems to have been shunned since then.
Ouais.
All I have to do is go to the port. Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology. I wonder why I still take these things.
Que tu fais des cauchemars. On va éviter de le faire picoler. Si j'ai le choix de... Enfin, si je peux influer sur sa consommation d'alcool, je le ferai moins picoler. Parce que j'ai l'impression que c'est le genre de truc qui peut avoir un impact sur l'histoire, donc... on va essayer de bien jouer ça.
almost there.
Je pense que je vais continuer comme ça en fait, à chaque fois qu'il y a ce genre de plan cinématique, je garderai le micro mute pour vraiment vous laisser la vraie impression du jeu, quoi. C'est ce que l'ambiance est vraiment bien faite, je trouve. J'adore le style, en tout cas.
Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload.
L'ambiance déjà.
Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
A nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
Ouais. Alors...
Move back. Let the police do their work. Hey, Sullivan. Can't you go any faster?
You've seen how old this thing is. If we force it too much, we'll break everything.
The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
Je peux pas aller... Ah mais non, c'est...
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
Ah. And so who are you?
I didn't introduce myself. Edward Pierce, private detective.
In any case, it's not very important. I can't answer that.
You can't? Or you don't want to?
Oh, no. I'm not getting into those games. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
You can't... Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters! You're crazy! They're cops. They can't understand. Damn stupid idiots. Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh, yeah? He's gonna get us into trouble.
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Only a specialist would know what killed it.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh, yeah? He's gonna get us into trouble. You can't understand.
You can see that I'm busy, can't you?
You can't understand. Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters! You're crazy! They're cops. They can't understand.
D'accord, c'est une boucle.
Damn stupid idiots. Get it.
C'est une boucle. Bon, super. Intéressant ce qu'on peut apprendre sur les docks. Je peux tomber dans l'eau? Non, c'est bloqué. Et... Les bons gros poivrons. Ouh là là.
Hey, be careful.
Dog life. C'est quoi ce délire?
Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
Pure instinct. I behaved like a Hun, and I sincerely apologize.
Veteran, huh?
307th Infantry Regiment.
Well, that'll be okay for now. But the war is over. Try not to forget it.
I'm here for information, not for a fight.
I prefer it that way. Speak then. I reserve the right to answer or not.
Do you know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams?
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah, well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable?
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
You don't dare say a thing because you respect their memory. But that doesn't mean that you don't have a lot on your mind.
You're not a PI for nothing. Okay. I don't know what it's worth, though. But Mrs. Hawkins, she went to see her doctor very often.
She was sick.
I shouldn't have mentioned it to you. Forget it.
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
The stranded whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of dockwater, when our whalers left for long months and came back sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
That'll be all for now.
C'est intéressant.
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
Il y a du port dedans. Meuse. S'il vous plaît, je peux pas descendre. Je peux pas regarder le texte, s'il vous plaît, j'aimerais bien lire l'histoire. Ah, voilà. Une envergure qui dépasse même celle d'un deuxième.
to treat us like this. And the doctor, what did he think?
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations. Gifted
Il a
with
l'air
its
bien
own
taré, lui.
consciousness. Until it finds a new reader. Ah, that's it. Maybe we should let him take it. No, the risks are too high. It's a book, after all. Pure knowledge.
À quel point t'es taré? Putain, ça fait peur, hein? Bonjour.
What you looking at, stranger?
I've rarely seen a woman who can hold her liquor so confidently.
What gives you the right to judge me?
Ah, it was a compliment.
So what? Let me drink, stranger. I told you to beat it.
Elle m'a l'air fort sympathique. Le mec au milieu du bar. Ah bon. Alors.
Charles Hawkins was a heavy drinker. And a debtor. Interesting.
$60. Putain. Ouais, il avait une petite ardoise quand même, hein, le Sherlockine. C'est pas... quelqu'un de si bien que ça. Faut croire. Et... fait de la fumée, là. Elle fait de la fumée, alors.
Fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover. This blackboard hasn't been used in a long while. The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor.
Bah si tous les marins sont morts, oui. Bah, il faut vraiment fouiller, hein, parce que là il y a des trucs. C'est illégal. 4%. Oui. À mon avis, il va vraiment pas falloir hésiter à se balader et fouiller partout, je pourrais. Qui a mis un filtre vert à l'univers?
This man and Fitzroy could be twins. What a macabre souvenir.
C'est pas exactement la même jambe que sur la
What a
photo.
macabre souvenir.
C'est un petit peu la même jambe, hein, quand même. Hein. Même complètement, j'ai envie de dire. Enfin bon. Bref. Passons. Autre chose. C'est bien rangé. Ah putain.
Broken. This place seems half abandoned. I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman cat.
J'aime bien le mec comme il est là, il nous regarde depuis tout à l'heure, il nous attend et nous enfin, moi je suis en train de fouiller l'intégralité du bâtiment avant de lui parler. Bonjour.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. That's all I'll get from them.
Oui, qui avait intérêt à masquer des informations. Ouais. C'est de plus en plus chelou. Hein. Enfin, c'est les policiers, ils ont bien fait leur enquête. C'est pas ça qu'il entendait par le balcon.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
I know that Charles Hawkins was descended from a family of ship owners, and the island's fishing industry was hit badly.
Indeed, we specialized in whaling, but no whalers went out to sea after the miraculous catch of 1847.
So where did the Hawkins family get its money?
Well, from what Charles inherited, I presume. Although, these dates on the manifests could indicate that he had contracts of another kind.
With whom, I wonder? I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse. I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
Killer whales don't have many known predators.
That's true. And normally, they're not found around here. But, you're gonna take me for a fool.
Give it a try.
Have you heard about the depths? Trenches that plunge into the earth, and that shelter creatures unlike any other.
You're talking about mythology.
Ha! Indeed, you're right.
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least. I was looking at your photograph. The one of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Your father?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
I found a threatening letter, signed by a certain cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office.
Enfin, quand même une réponse logique, quoi.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
The miraculous catch.
Capitaine.
Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailor's return to Darkwater Harbor. It's displayed on a wall of the stranded whale.
Bon. Bah voilà, j'ai fait le tour.
I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
Yes. Nouvel objectif, consulter le journal. Oui. Médecine et occultisme ne peuvent être améliorés que par des objets découverts dans l'environnement, d'accord? Pour pourtant j'ai mis des points dedans au départ. Enfin bon, Osef, à la limite. Oh, ça me bat les couilles, hein. Alors, qu'est-ce qu'il y a? Non, c'est pas ça que je voulais faire. Ah là, c'est mieux. Entrer dans l'entrepôt des Hawkins. Nice. D'accord, on peut pas cliquer. Ah la vache. Oui, oui. Ouais. Passionnant tout ça. Faut vraiment fouiller, je pense. Hein. C'est obligatoire. Ça va être obligatoire de fouiller parce que là, c'est. Il y a des trucs. Parce que si. Là, je sais pas si. Enfin, c'est pour ceux qui connaissent ce genre de jeu, le nombre de lignes de dialogue que j'ai débloquées juste en faisant un tour dans la capitainerie, hein, c'est pas négligeable. Hein.
What could have done so much damage?
C'est une bonne question.
It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad. Don't put...
You didn't tell me that the warehouse I was looking for was right in front of us.
Because its owner is dead. And I don't want to see you hanging around it. Now please, leave us to our work.
You can't understand.
Je vais te faire enculer, hein. Salut.
It's a sign. There's something coming.
Allez, salut. T'as entendu qu'il va venir? Bon. Tu vas me cracher dessus comme l'autre connard? Se balader un petit peu quand même. Il y a des gens pour nous regarder partout, on va éviter de pénétrer par effraction dans le premier truc qui vient. Qu'est-ce que c'est que ça? Fuck.
St. Brendan. Patron saint, sailors and travelers. Desecrated. I can't even say which language it's written in.
C'est rassurant. C'est extrêmement rassurant ce que vous me dites là. Bon, tant pis.
There. Hello, old friend.
On va se faire des potes avec les trafiquants d'alcool. Comment je... Comment je range mon briquet, s'il vous plaît? Paramètres, contrôle, clavier, lumière, bouton de milieu de souris, d'accord. Donc, voilà. Personne n'a rien vu, rien entendu. Par contre, j'ai pas du tout remis le cadenas en place.
You live here?
Why did you do that, huh?
We saw what you did to St. Brendan.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protectors.
Okay.
I respect your beliefs.
Our beliefs? You mean you don't believe in God?
That's irrelevant.
That's what you think.
There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth to the statue.
Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us.
What brings you to dark water?
The two guys behind you. What are they guarding?
The bootleggers. Scum.
They're protecting their territory. From whom, I wonder?
They really don't have a choice anyway. They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunken sailors.
If only they would kill each other.
Is it Cat who's shaking down Captain Fitzroy?
Hold on just a minute. We didn't tell you a thing.
Nothing at all.
That statue represents your local saint.
What do you mean by local, exactly?
You wouldn't be looking down at us, like all townspeople do.
Les
Saint
gens
Brendan,
bourrés sont
he
chiants.
protected whalers and fishermen like us. Until those assholes defaced him.
Peculiar house.
Yeah, that's where we live. Our boat.
It's not because it doesn't float anymore that we're going to abandon it.
Ah.
I've taken enough of your time.
We'll see you later.
Ouais. Bah, il me semble que j'ai pas tellement de choix. Il me semble que j'ai pas tellement de choix. Est-ce que toi je peux te parler?
Where do you think you're going?
I'm not here to hinder your work, officer. Edward Pierce, private detective.
Sorry, we're all a little on edge today. What are you doing here?
I'm investigating the death of the Hawkins family.
Darn it. Why do you want to drag up all that stuff again?
My investigation has led me to this warehouse.
That case was closed months ago.
What more can you say about the death of the Hawkins family?
Not much more than what everyone knows. I wasn't on the case. They were all burnt to death, right? Up at their place.
The whole mansion went up in flames.
Don't get it into your head to go wandering around up there. It's dangerous.
What do you mean by that?
The only one left there is old Silas, and the accident has affected him badly. He can be unpredictable, especially if a stranger starts poking around the property.
Is he a danger to the public?
No, he's in his own home. Do yourself a favor. Leave him well alone. You again. I told you to beat it.
No need to get worked up.
Tous ces gens sont vraiment très sympathiques. On sent qu'ils ont envie que leur vie, leur île prospère. En insultant l'intégralité des gens qui viennent dessus.
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the bootleggers.
Ah.
I've seen the kind of messages their boss sends. You're not scared of her.
Of course I am. Everyone's scared of that woman. She's not interested in small fry like me. You, on the other hand, nose around too much, you'll have dealings with her.
This warehouse looks abandoned. Why does it interest them so much?
No doubt a question of territory, but I ain't asking. You want to know more, go ask the captain.
Good. Thank you. I shall take my leave.
Ouais. Alors...
It looks like there's a way in under this grate. This ratchet device seems to be usable.
L'huile. So smooth.
I could use this old winch to lift the grating.
Il me manque encore une pièce, d'accord. Il me manque encore une pièce. Où est-ce que... Ah bah voilà.
This handle will be perfect for the winch.
Eh ben voilà, voilà. Du coup, est-ce que je peux l'utiliser ou pas, en fait? Il manque encore un truc là? Qu'est-ce que je dois trouver encore? Sérieusement?
A whale vertebra. If the newspaper clipping in the bar is true, this bone is a real fossil.
Oui. Donc il y a encore des trucs à trouver si j'ai bien compris la signification du...
It should be possible to mount this cogwheel on the winch.
Voilà. Je vais éternuer dans pas longtemps.
Looks like everything is in its place. All I have to do is turn this handle.
Oui. C'est rassurant. Ça donne envie d'y aller. Allons-y. Ah putain, toute cette merde est rouillée. Le filtre vert qui rajoute l'aspect toxique du truc, mais non. Si on passait par cet endroit.